Good morning, recruitment junkies. We're here today. We've made it to Friday. That is something to celebrate. Woo!
We have made it to the end of week 2. My goodness.
Fantastic. And I was on the phone today to a client who's in Hong Kong. So they're in week 9 and they're still alive. So there is hope for us all. And they're starting to make placements, which is fantastic news. So today we've got Claire Davis with us, the mental health and wellbeing coach for the Recruiting Gym. And our focus today is on things that we can do to make us feel good, things that can make us smile. So what ideas have you got to help make us smile today, Claire?
Well, the first one, I want you to stand up on your chair, Alex. I'm going to stand up here. This is a challenge for everyone. Every time we do virtuals, we should be showing everyone what are we wearing on the bottom part.
There we are. You can see
anyone wearing their proper trousers for work. Yeah, so laughter is very, very important, especially through these times. As adults, on average, we only laugh 17 times a day, whereas kids laugh 400 times a day. And laughter is so important for our endorphins.
Right.
So when we're doing virtuals, let's get people laughing. Maybe do that little bit of a test of what are you wearing on your bottom half.
Yeah, everyone knows I haven't got dressed. So, but in my defense, I've already done 2 client calls this morning, one to Hong Kong and one to Thailand. So, but I'm still not dressed, but it's pretty cool. And so, yeah, so just standing up and just, I guess on your video calls, just revel in the absurdity of the situation where we're all being professional, credible, doing live cars with rocket ships behind, kids playing Switch next door. Thank goodness my builders have stopped. So I actually had a day where I could work in the quiet yesterday, which was amazing, which was very good. So what other techniques we got, Claire, to help us smile?
Well, laughter, smiling. I've got one where if you are really feeling low and you just do not want to smile, put the pen in your mouth and it forces you to.
Hey!
So it moves those muscles up and gets those endorphins going.
Fantastic. Yeah. I think we could probably do a whole stand-up like this. I think I look a little bit like Wallace and Gromit.
Okay, let's keep going like this then. Okay. Good.
My next one, I'm going to get everyone to do this. This was taught to me when I was selling educational books door to door in America, and it was like 100 degrees outside. People were slamming doors in your face, and what you've got to do is you've got to put your hands above your head. You've got to look up, and you've got to basically swear. So you're going to say, "This is rubbish.
This is rubbish."
Yeah, and I challenge you to put your hands above your head and shout at the top of your voice as to why this is a nightmare, and not smile at the end of it, because when you raise your hands above your head, it makes you look up, and for some reason, and I'm not a psychologist, it makes you feel good. I think someone else has worked that out at some point, because I seem to remember some people put their hands above their head regularly and feel better. Maybe there's a spiritual connection.
Yeah. I'm going to get my kids to do that this afternoon.
Who knows? Who knows? So other really good team building activities that I've heard of this week. There's an app online called Dinosaurus, and Dinosaurus is like Pictionary online, and you can create a private room. You can invite all your friends to the private room. And I know a few offices that are having like half an hour Dinosaurus every day.
Sounds good.
Basically just playing team Pictionary and laughing at how rubbish everyone is with art, albeit they're drawing with a mouse. So that is pretty tricky. So, and we've got a game of Dinosaurus tonight with my friends. Like a Friday night sort of gag and having a bit of a laugh and that sort of stuff as well. So
get that out. That'd be great.
That'd be good. Anything else, Claire? Any other ideas that we can use to help us feel good?
Well, something I've been doing with my kids is instead of sending on the family WhatsApp all of these funny things that are coming through, all these gags and everything, we look at them all at the dinner table at night and all have a really good laugh, and then we decide who has the funny one,
who's got the funniest friends. That's what you basically
who's got the funniest friends or the naughtiest friends. I think that's a good one.
There is that as well. So but yeah, no, it's very it's that those sort of funnies are good. My 8 and 10-year-old, there's not all that many I can show. There was a couple of 80s ones going around yesterday, which was quite good. So there's also there's an old sales sort of guru guy called Zig Ziglar, Claire. I don't know if
I love Zig Ziglar.
Yeah, and he was like a Western guy, and he go, "Hi, Claire," and his wife, I can't remember what his wife was called, but she was like a little redhead. And he used to talk about something called faking it till you make it.
Yep.
And so, are you going to get happy? Do you need what's going to come first? Are you going to act happy before you become happy, or are you going to wait to become happy? And it's just sort of trying to fake a bit of happiness and a bit of enjoyment, and you got to work at enjoying the situation. And
you've just brought back a memory of recruitment days when I used to start at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes and start to make my calls that early, because that's when all my clients were up and busy. And there were times where I'd be walking in the office going, I just don't want to be here. And as soon as I smiled, faked it till I made it, I was a different person. If I got on the phone like that, I was completely, I don't want to be here. And it came through on my tone. So that faking it till you make it does come through on your tone. It changes your body language, and then it changes the way you are with the clients and your candidates, which is great.
So I learned loads. So another thing I was taught when I sold books door to door is I rang my boss one day. Literally, my shirt had changed colour and sweat. I'd knocked on 100 doors. No one had spoken to me all day. Just slam, slam, slam. And I rang him up going, oh, I hate my job. No one likes me. You've given me the worst area. And he's like, Alex, do me a favor. And he says, and on American call boxes, there's always a little mirror for some reason. And he said, look in that mirror. And I looked in the mirror and he goes, what do you see? And I go, me. And he goes, if you opened the door and saw that face, what would you want to do? And I go, I probably want to slam it. And I always now think that, like, when I was on the phone in recruitment and I had a run of grumpy people, I would always think, right, well, does that mean I'm being grumpy? Because it's quite difficult to be grumpy to someone that's upbeat. And it's if someone's upbeat and chipper and they're not like getting wound up, it's sort of like, it's a bit like when someone goes, we don't use agencies, and you go, no worries, that's fine, that's fantastic. You know, they're like, oh, right. I wasn't expecting to be happy. We sort of disarm people with just trying to.
Yeah. It's my good old saying of, behavior breeds behavior. So if we're grumpy, they're going to be grumpy, vice versa. And you've just reminded me, a great Netflix program is The Mind Games.
Right, okay.
And one of the little captures is in a restaurant or in a coffee shop actually, the lady is being really positive and really lovely to everyone, no matter how rude they are to her, and she gets so many more tips than the person who is being really grumpy and really horrible. So it goes with the behavior breeds behavior. If people are great to you, they just want to give you money. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
I used to work with a guy called Adrian, and he always used to go, it was about 9 o'clock when everyone should have been starting work, and he'd be like, motion breeds emotion. Motion breeds emotion. Like, if you start moving, life starts generally looking better. And I think that sort of links itself to the importance of exercise. It's sort of like what exercise does is your mind loses itself in the repetition of the activity, and that almost allows the dust to sort of clear from the cogs of the brain, as it were, as well. So I mean, I'm actually trying to laugh with the kids. It's my kids today. They're watching it's called Jungle something on YouTube, and it's these guys in a jungle, and basically they build houses underground, and swimming pools and that sort of stuff. It's hypnotic to watch. So they've decided they want to do that. So they've dug a 2.5-foot hole, basically 1 meter by 1 meter, 2.5 foot. I've got piles of soil all over my garden at the moment, and I'm just laughing at it because every time I look back, they've actually worked together for a whole day without arguing. So that was pure joy. Like it was like, oh, the angels were singing. The angels were singing.
Love it. But something that my kids and I have decided that we're going to do, we get on really well with our neighbours next door. So we've decided every day we're going to play a trick in their garden. So if they put clothes out on the line, we're going to go in and turn them up the other way around. Or when they've got their table out, we're going to move it to the other end of the garden. We're just going to play little tricks and see how long it takes them to notice that it's up.
All right. So they don't know you're playing this game yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. We will show them.
Yeah, and in a minute, someone's going to be on another web call going, why are my neighbours deliberately annoying me?
Well, funnily enough, it was brilliant last night at dinner because my three boys, who are usually bickering at dinner, we tried to bring them after in, they're going, okay, so who's going to come up with the best one? What are we going to do to them today? What are we going to do to them tomorrow? Let's plan this out. So it's become a little bit of a conspiracy.
Yeah, well, I'm loving picking up recruitment tips of how different businesses are making the process work. So I heard the other day about an interview called the car park interview. And what it is, the interviewee and the line manager park in the same car park. They both get out of their cars and they interview happens over the roofs of two cars.
No way. I love it.
So like they're sort of saying, I don't want to hire anyone until I've met them. But what they do is they have two car widths of social distance.
Yeah.
And it's worked really well because they get out, they both laugh at the absurdity of the situation.
Right.
Like, fantastic rapport builder. And then they're like, so what are we talking about then? I'm not sure it'll work in the rain, but I love how creative recruiters are being and line managers are being on how to make this stuff work. So
brilliant. Love it. I'm going to have a whole training room full of people in a car park now. You've just got me visualized.
Car park.
Stand at the front and everybody's in their cars 2 meters apart, standing at the front of their car. Good idea, Alex.
You started running some online programs this week, haven't you, on managers? So tell us a little bit about those. Okay,
so the first one that I did on Wednesday was all about positive mental health in these high stress situations, and it was absolutely brilliant. We had different people from different companies. That is going to be run at 10 o'clock every Wednesday, and Alex will put the link down there for you. So at 10 o'clock every Wednesday, really, really cheap price, less than £40, including VAT and booking fee per person. And if you want it within your organisation, up to 10 people, it's £360, including VAT and booking fee. Cool. So now, as of this week, I'm also starting every Wednesday at 2 o'clock. I'm dealing with change positively. We are going through so much change and so quickly. So how can we deal with it positively? How can we work out what our emotions are? How can we work our emotions and change our mindset? So both courses are very, very practical for you. Same price, very, very cheap, because I understand we're all struggling with, thinking about how we're going to make money at the moment. So that's working really well. And I've got a few clients who are interested in bringing that in internally as well. And
you do that just for recruitment companies if you want to as well, don't you? So
I do it just for recruitment companies. I've got lots of different types of companies. The open one will have a mixture of recruitment and non-recruitment. But if you want it internally for your company, I can set it up for you guys as well. Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Well, Claire, it's been a great catch up today. If you were to leave everyone with one message to finish this up with, what would it be?
Well, it's by a guy called Lou Holtz, who is an American footballer, and I quoted a similar one this week. Then I read this one and thought, you know what, I'm going to change it to this one. If it's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. So the way we carry it needs to be positive. We need to be laughing, get those endorphins going, feeling great. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm learning from this is let's rest on weekends and not work too hard. Because if we don't, we're going to be burnt out by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. So I've actually put in my kids' treehouse an old sofa. And I've decided, I am sitting on that sofa all weekend and reading a book.
Fantastic. And I found one great positive about the lockdown.
What's that?
Is that in years to come, I'm going to be able to tell my grandkids, oh, you should remember the lockdown. You don't know what in the lockdown. That was hard.
Oh, you sound a little bit like Only Fools and Horses, Granddad there.
Yes, exactly. So But great, thanks a lot, Claire. Thank you very much to all the recruiting gym junkies. Been great to have you on board. A bit of an evolution. The link you're seeing today is going to be the link every day. I managed to work out what button to press, whereby there's not a new link every day. So thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you soon. And don't forget,
next Friday.
If you want a laugh, this afternoon you've got Angela Cripps and Alan Clark have their last Cripps and Clark. It's going to be fantastically funny. I think it's about 3 or 4 o'clock today. The link's in the top of the comments. So see you all soon. Bye.
See ya. Bye. Have a good weekend. Bye.